Hello everybody. In this video, I will give an update on my portfolio and show you all of my positions. Let's get started. So right now my portfolio is worth $189,053.18. In the past year, I am up $66,553.42. Year to date, I am up $30,704.10. And today was a very green day for me. As you can see, I was up $3,000. Well, it keeps on changing, but I was up about $3,000 today. Let's go over my positions. For my options, I am selling SoFi $25 covered calls. These expire 8/29. My return $1,152. I am selling AMD $175 covered calls. These expire 9/12. My return $2,145. For my cryptocurrencies, I have Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Avalanche. For my stocks, I have 6,400 shares of SoFi. SoFi is at $25.85. My average cost, $5.70. My return, $128,970.05. I have 300 shares of AMD. AMD is at $167. My average cost, $176.78. My return, I am down $2,932.50. This is a margin account. My margin used is $44,420.12. I have $105,164.64 in buying power. I do plan to let my AMD covered calls expire in the money if it does happen that way. Right now, it doesn't look like AMD is at 175 yet, but who knows what's going to happen between now and September 12th. But if it does go above 175, I'm not going to roll them out. I'm going to let my AMD calls, the underlying AMD shares get called away. SoFi, on the other hand, I do want to keep my SoFi shares, and right now SoFi is above the $25 strike price. It's at $25.88, so a little bit above $25. If it stays this way, I'm going to roll out my covered calls on SoFi because I want to keep my shares of SoFi. These expire the 29th. Right now is the 26th, so only 3 more days until expiration. I'll have to monitor this very closely, but I do plan to roll these out if SoFi stays above 25. Now, I do have some event contracts, but it says here event contracts can't be traded on the web, but may impact buying power and portfolio calculations. Now, I can't show it here because I'm using the desktop Robinhood website, but on my Robinhood app, I actually do have a pretty big bet that Bitcoin will stay below 125K this month. So today is the 26th, so there's 5 more days left in the month. Will Bitcoin stay below 125K in the next 5 days? Or in the next 5 days, will it go above 125K? That's going to determine whether I gain or lose money from that prediction. So we'll see what happens, but my bet is that Bitcoin stays below 125K in the next 5 days. Again, I'll have to monitor that closely as well. But for now, it is below 125K, so it looks like I might end up making money, but who knows what will happen in the next 5 days. Anything, really. So we'll see. So yeah, that's where my portfolio is at. Nothing really much to report here. Not much change from last time, really. But I have recovered quite a bit. This year has been crazy. there was a huge crash in April, but since the crash in April, my portfolio has been going up by a lot. So I'm thankful that things have really turned around, and I'm currently up 19.27% year to date for the year 2025. If we compare that to SPY, the S&P 500, whoops. Yeah, if we compare this to SPY, year to date, SPY is up. Wait, is this even the right one? Hold on. Yeah, here we go. So SPY, year to date, it's up 9.53% year to date. So I'm up about 10% more than the year-to-date returns of SPY, which is nice. I mean, it's rare, honestly, that people are able to beat the returns of the S&P 500, but at least I was able to do it this year. I did it last year as well, I think, but there have been some years where I lost a ton of money and totally did not beat the S&P 500 as well. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It is what it is. But at least for the year 2025, my portfolio returns have been outpacing the S&P for the year 2025, at least. So there's that. Now, it does take a lot more risk because I'm not just putting all my money into the S&P 500 and then just sitting back and doing nothing. I'm, you know, actively choosing my positions and my covered calls, the strike prices, expiration dates, right? I'm manually choosing all of those things. So it takes more work, more effort, and more risk. But so far, it's working out this year. So I'm happy. All right. So the big thing to watch out for, honestly, is the price of Bitcoin. Will it stay below 125K for the next 5 days? I made a big bet that it will, so we'll have to watch and see what happens. All right, that's pretty much it for this portfolio update. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go over my portfolio and showing you all of my positions and how things are going. If you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll keep on making more of these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.